Okay, and what I mean by my knowledge keep taking advantage of, even though I had to record this for the second time, well, third time technically, because the second time that I made it and I was done, the video deleted. But anyways, here we are again telling this story. Was that not only did whenever I was telling them that it was mold in the house because of my symptoms that I was having, they told me that I was just tripping. I needed to leave it alone because it was just dust and Batman hair making me sick and nauseated and things like that. Which, by the way, I don't know anybody that gets nauseated by dog hair, especially if you're not allergic to dogs, but I've been around dogs my entire life, and only thing I was allergic to was the sound of a chihuahua in my goddamn ear. Look, little chihuahuas came by. Anyways, yes, that my mother had. That's the only thing that I was allergic to because God, that dog was so annoying. But other than that, the fur, anything, no. Like, I'm fine. Like, what? I'm not even allergic to it, so why would it make me nauseated and weak? Anyways, so I had ended up buying things from Lowe's so that I could swab into the vent and I can show, like, it'll show like the mold growth within 24 hours if there is some. So I sent that to her while she was at work. She never replied back. Hours later when she got home, I'm thinking, okay, maybe she just need to get home because she's busy at work and we'll talk about it. Nope, she went right upstairs. So I was like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna go upstairs and talk to her and tell her, hey, this is mold. Here you go, so she can see it in person. So yet again, she tells me she just thinks that it's dust. So I'm just like, okay. Or she was like, it's either that or we can just remove the wall and we can see where the mold is coming from. But I'm like, instead of removing the wall, we can honestly just call an inspector to see where exactly it is. So I ended up calling an inspector, and 3 of them, and all 3 of them, was it 3 this time or last time? No, it was 3 this time. I had ended up calling 3 inspectors, and they all told me the same thing, which was that it was mold growth and it wasn't dust that was on the vents. One of them asked that I want a lab confirmation, and he ended up doing a lab confirmation, and it did indeed say that it was mold, black mold at that. But it was another name for it. It was some educated name for it. So me and Jonathan told her once she got back from Mexico, hey, the guys, all 3 of them said that it was mold. She yet again told us that we were tripping and that we needed to leave the shit alone. Yes, she said we needed to leave the shit alone. And I was very upset because not only am I feeling sick, but people are telling you that this thing is making me sick. Like, it's being confirmed. Like, this is their job. Like, this is literally their job to confirm if it's mold in your home because they're mold inspectors. So she goes, well, I'm going to just call my people. So she called her people. They confirmed that it was mold and that it was in the vents, that all the guys, like that one unit that was like the growth where it was coming from, that all 3 of the guys that I hired to come out and look at the mold. And I never got like an acknowledgement or an apology like, hey, sorry for telling you that, you know, that you were just tripping, you know, that it was just like your dog making you sick. Like, you know, we got the unit fixed. Hopefully you can feel better now. You know, my bad. You know, something like that. Because if you're in my home, you should be able to feel good. And if you're not feeling good and I'm telling you that you tripping and it's actually something on my end, I will be the one to apologize or acknowledge, you know. But I never got that. So then on top of that, it recently just happened again, and that's why I had to go to my mom's house on that video with the green shirt and my braids that I had posted, because I told y'all it was still mold in that house because the vents were never clean. They replaced one unit, but a unit upstairs needed to be clean, and I'm gonna get into that, how I know. So I moved back after I had an incident with my mom and we got into it. So when I moved back, I was still smelling mold, but this time it was worse. It was worse than last time. I smelled it throughout the household. So then I ended up hiring 2 guys, mold inspectors, again, to come out and see where the mold was coming from. When we went upstairs, it's another unit. They said that the mold was growth was from here, but they checked the downstairs unit. They said that unit is good because I can tell it's just been replaced. I said, yes, it just has been replaced. I didn't even tell them that. They could just tell. So once I told them about the situation that was going on, like I'm still smelling throughout the house, they said the reason why I'm still smelling throughout the house is because the mold spores are still in the units because they were never cleaned. The vents, not the units, sorry, the vents, which I've already stated because I already knew that. So we ended up telling her that again, and she yet again said, you're going to be wasting your money if you clean out these vents because she's just getting sick from the dog. So that's why I said I feel played on. Also, I felt played on because whenever we got like our bills that we were gonna have to pay once she moved, she gave us a new chart, a sheet, like how much all the bills were gonna cost. I saw that the Wi-Fi on that piece of paper was $200. I don't know anybody that's paying $200 just for Wi-Fi, but I automatically knew something wasn't up. So not only was my knowledge trying to get played on with the mold situation in the house, excuse me, not only did I feel like my knowledge was like being played with or not taken seriously on the mold situation, but on that as well, because like I said, we had a sit down discussion of how much all the bills were gonna initially cost, because the price that she said to Jonathan, she said that, because he asked how much does the house cost in total to pay for the bills and everything included. She gave him a price on that. And he told me, he came back and said, hey, I want to pay for this whole house by myself, because that was before his cousin moved in, because his cousin said that she was going to eventually move out. She just wanted to, get her stuff together or whatever. And me and Jonathan wanted to stay in that house, to have like a home, like to raise our kids in and stuff like that, because I loved the area. I loved how everything was coming together. Plus, I did put in my hard work when it came to the house, so why not? So he told me how much it cost, and I was like, dang, like that's pretty cheap. And I looked it up online initially, and I was only $100 off, but that's how much they said that the rent was. So a few months later, when I said it was time for her to go, she said that how much everything was going to cost. And that was nowhere near how much she said that it was going to be. She additionally put in, because it's so 1, 2, 3, 4. She put in an extra $400 and said that that's how much the house costs. And we were like, that's way more than what you said last time. So then she gave us a chart of how much everybody was going to be paying. It was 4 of us in that household. It was literally $1,000 extra. So I'm like, wait a minute. So first you said it was this, then you said it was that. Now everybody's going to be paying this because it's going to be $1,000 extra. And then she was going to charge somebody else a lot more than us, $200 more than what she was charging us for the room that she used to stay in. So that was going to be extra money. So my whole thing is, I feel like it's more so of these things being called about me, being told about me, is because somebody isn't getting their way that they would like it when it comes to money wise. Not once when we were following like her rules or whatever, and I mean rules by like money wise, like giving what she wanted, doing what she wanted or whatever her way. Not once did anybody come to me of his family members or to Jonathan saying that, oh, me and Jonathan, we're doing this, we're not respecting this, we're so this, we're this, until the truth got brought to the light and I wasn't messing with it anymore. Until I found out holes within these stories. Then that's when Jonathan's phone was getting hit up about how he's just disrespectful and things like this. And same to me. I'm getting told to my face and I'm like, excuse me? You know what I mean? So it's just my knowledge being played on, and I don't appreciate that. I really don't. So again, this ain't even to start drama. This not to start chaos. It's literally just telling y'all like how much like people can throw at me. I'm also being told, well, why don't you just stay at her house? Like I don't know why y'all doing all this extraness. Like, we're getting told that we don't know what we're doing. We're getting told that we're doing too much. We're getting told that we're not appreciative. All because I don't want to stay in a house that is not only being overcharged on my behalf, but being in a situation where it's making me sick. So not only am I getting told that I'm just this horrible person because I don't want to stay in a house that's been confirmed that it has mold in it, but I don't want to pay a price because I've already seen all the bills of how much they actually cost, and you're literally charging hundreds more than what it cost like. I'm not going to tell y'all everything how much she said it cost, but just imagine if somebody gives you a chart, and it was a chart that she wrote out, not the actual bills, which I've asked to see the actual bills, and they were nowhere near than how much they originally cost. I'm just saying, if somebody's going to say the Wi-Fi costs $200, just the Wi-Fi, she did not classify that it's Wi-Fi and this and this and this and this that she wanted when she came back. She just said this was the Wi-Fi. If they're saying it's $200, what do you think the other bills are going to cost like when I say Wi-Fi is $200? Just think about that. Wi-Fi, nothing else. No cable, no nothing, no extraness, just Wi-Fi. Which I made it clear as to why I want to see the bills, because I stated I've never paid for Wi-Fi that much, and none of my family members pay just for Wi-Fi for that much. So can I see the actual documentation that says it costs that much? And it indeed did not cost that much. It cost 60 something. So yeah, just giving y'all a little scope of the things that I'm saying. So yes, I've just realized I'm going to be called a lot of shit throughout my life. It doesn't matter if they're going to be a loved one. It doesn't matter if they're going to be a loved one of my loved one. Yeah, a lot of people are going to say that I'm stupid. A lot of people are going to call me dumb. A lot of people are going to say that I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. But at the end of the day, as long as my body, my temple, my mental, and everything feels like it is living on cloud 9, that's all that it matters to me. That's all that matters to me. I really could give two shits on what anybody thinks. Somebody could literally tell me what my journey is. It's not the right path. But again, it's my journey. It's not yours. Shut the up and live your life. That's all I have to say. So yeah, that was one big stone. Well, stones thrown at me, but I'm gonna just say that was a boulder. It was I'm gonna say all those stones turned into a boulder, and it knocked the fuck out of me. It knocked the fuck out of me. Almost threw me off my path. Also, I forgot to mention, every single time when something happened and we asked, could we put it in money, or we wanted to put in money and we asked for them to help, they would tell us no. And for instance, like the unit, when she replaced it, we got from her, just one of them. And then the carpet that Batman had messed up, like in the front, he didn't mess up the entire carpet, he just messed up the front. We got for that. Something blew out, like a light had blew out. We got for that later on. And what's another one? Oh, the carpet that we had lifted up in the room, we got for that. Mind you, she told us that we were unappreciative for that. The carpet, when Batman messed it up, we said, how much money would you like? She goes, no, I got it. When the thing blew out, we asked, how much money you want for that? She said, no, we got it. By the way, I recorded all of this. I recorded the entire conversation on my iPad. So when we said about the unit, we asked her, and the cousin was involved too, and we asked everybody. We said that we wanted to put in money, but the cousin said that she wanted to help out her mom get land, and then they said that they had no money to fix the unit or whatever. And yeah, but me and Jonathan were like, well, we can at least make payments on it, because that's what one of the guys said. One of the guys said it costs $10K. Obviously you can find somebody that does it cheaper, but he said $10K for cleaning it and putting in, and also some of that money would go for them fixing it whenever something happens throughout the years. It was like a 20-year warranty or something like that, and it was pretty good on my end. Like if I had money, I would get that just because of the certain things that came with it, and it lasts longer. So that, and then the carpet that was in the room that I was sleeping in with the mold, she told me to pull up the carpet. I didn't even want to pull up the carpet because I knew it was mold, but she kept saying that it wasn't mold and that something probably just spilled on a carpet. So she said, pull up the carpet and see how it smells. I pulled it up and I was like, it still smells the same. Like I'm mopping it, I'm still smelling it smell. So like I said, when we were going over the bills, she did bring that up, and she was like, I did this and that and that and that, and y'all aren't appreciative. And in the audio, I said, well, we did ask if you wanted for us to pay for this, and you told us no. But if you would have told us that yes, you wanted us to pay for the carpet that Batman messed up and the unit that you had to pay before, we would have put the money in. And then when I got to the carpet part, I told her, I said, you told me to pull that carpet up. I didn't want to pull it up. I did not. Like, I don't understand why you would even bring that up. But yeah, that was just a lot of shit that I said that that's when I distanced myself from them, because it's like, not only are you trying to gaslight me and make me be out to this villain of how I'm just doing all these things and I never help out, even though I've literally asked and I've helped out multiple times in other situations. I don't appreciate that. And then on top of that, telling other people those things, that's not right. Don't go around telling people Aukievah and Jonathan pulled up the carpet and then replaced it. That's not what happened. And I have it on recording. So it's like, if anybody feels offended from that, listen to the recording of y'all family member doing that. Please don't come to me and Jonathan and try and talk shit. We're unappreciative when literally you didn't want the help. And when you didn't receive the help later on, you call someone unappreciative. That's not how things work.